It's another bronzer video. Yes, it is. So the other day I did the 8 best bronzers for light medium skin. I had some powders, I have some creams. Today, kind of an extension of that. I have some powders and I have some creams. What's this, you say? Yes, I have Chanel. So on the Nordstrom site, these are available and links will be down below. I already have my foundation on and that's pretty much it. And I think Lucy's about to come through the door. We're going to put this on my face, you guys, and see what it's all about. If that sounds interesting to you, give the video a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. And I'm going to put my hair up so we can get into it. Hair is up, it's a little bit warm, but also I like doing my makeup with my hair up because I can see everything that's going on. My face is kind of red today. I did my myolift and some massage, and when I washed everything off, I'm like, wow, I'm tomato-y. So I went on with my Makeup Forever Reboot, which is a teeny bit dark for me and a little bit warm, but it doesn't have full coverage. So then I went on with the Monica Blunder, which is lighter than that, right on the cheeks, but I feel like I am absorbed it well. Let's talk about these products. So these came out in Europe. If you are on Instagram, you've no doubt seen these many times, and maybe you've been frustrated that you don't know when they're coming out here. This is from Beiges, the Chanel Le Beige line. This is what it looks like. It's huge. What can I compare it to? Charlotte Tilbury? So it's a little bit bigger than the Charlotte Tilbury just because it's square. So it's huge. And people had said that this isn't actually a bronzer, it's a powder that you put all over the face for a bronzing effect. But the truth is, I know people, well, I've seen people on YouTube who pretty much put bronzer all over their face, so I think we're going to call it a bronzer. Oversized Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed Powder is what they're calling it. And I got the shade Sun-Kiss Medium. And I did that because online, the lighter shade looked very warm, and I don't like the warm. So this looks pretty neutral. And you can see it has this nice embossing in it, and a teeny bit of a fragrance, but not terrible. It's not a sun-like fragrance. It's not something you associate with, you know, coconut oil, sunscreens of your youth when they used to smell delightfully tropical. It's more perfumey. Oh, and the powder is very soft and silky. Let's just do a swatch. And let's try that again. So there we have it. On my hand, I'm not going to lie, on my hand it looks a little bit yellow. Let's do a comparison to the Charlotte Tilbury. I could also do a comparison to the Guerlain, which I found to be a little too yellow. This is much more neutral. This is shade 1. Yeah. Houston, we may have a problem. And let's try the Guerlain, which is a little too warm for me. I can make it work, but I prefer something that is more... Let's put the Guerlain right here. Oh. Wait. That looks very similar, right? The Guerlain is more orange, for sure, but kind of similar. FYI, for your information, I am light medium. I always have listed down below some of my foundations to give you a better idea of what my tone is. I am neutral. I usually go for a neutral foundation because warm foundations, like what I'm wearing now, a little too warm, and cool make me look horrible. So neutral is my happy place. And for bronzers, I prefer something on the cooler side. I have a lot of experience in the sun, and I know what my skin looks like when I get sun, and it's not yellow, and it's not orange. It's kind of red. I also got the Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream on the Nordstrom site because it said new, and I was unaware of this. So this used to be the Tint Universal. It was one color, and I did try it on years ago, and it was exactly what I was speaking about when I speak about bronzers that kind of look like baby poop on my face. That yellowy, orangey, mustardy kind of color. It did not work on me. And then they did a reformulation. I saw many people do videos, they didn't like the reformulation, they ruined it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not sure if that's this, which was 2 years ago, I think, or if they came out with more colors. But they do indeed have several colors now, and it said new, so I got it. This one I got in tan, medium bronze, probably because the other ones looked a little too yellow to me, and that's what that looks like. We'll do a little swatcheroonie on this. Okay, this is very soft. So in the video I did yesterday, I looked at, I think, 4 creams. This doesn't feel like any of them. It actually feels like it's just melting as my finger goes across, but it doesn't feel like the Tarte, which would be the closest one. It's not creamy like the NARS. It's not a little bit dry like the Charlotte Tilbury. It's not super slippy like the Tom Ford. Actually, I think this color is cooler than this color. So I most definitely want to show you what both of these look like, and I think what I'm going to do is on one side of my face, I'm going to do this. On the other, I'm going to do this. At the end of the video, I will have both products on my face because I don't want to look crazy, but let's go into this because it's in my hand. So this is a damp beauty blender, and I like doing this with most creams, and I'll just make sure that I have evenly coated my beauty blender and then tap off in the palm of my hand, and this looks very sheer, and let's see what happens. I always want to get near my hairline. No one likes that white line, especially if you've used a mineral sunscreen and you can see this whiteness right there. Very, very, very sheer. I'm gonna pick up some more. So I picked up more. I didn't tap off, but I'm going to be very careful transferring to the face. And I don't think I really need to be all that careful. Top of the cheeks, around the nose. I don't have any blush on. We'll certainly add that. I feel like I just took off a bunch of foundation. Maybe not. Okay, now looking in this mirror, I definitely see it. And whatever's left, I pull down the neck. And it looks a little bit warm. So I'm going to take the end, which doesn't have anything on it, and just blend. My preferences might be different than yours, so we're also going to be taking a look at how it performs. It's funny, when I'm looking in this mirror, which is an arm's length plus away, I think it looks fine, but when I'm looking in this, which is probably 5x, it seems like a lot, but it's blended very well. So I'll just kind of pull you in, and I hope it looks blended when I pull it in. And that's what we have. Here's nothing, here is the cream. Now for the powder, I can either do this, or I can do what I usually do, which is this one. I can't remember if this is a Surratt, but it's always linked below. This one is goat, so it's more porous, it picks up better, and it lays down more. And this is something that I would use if I have something that's super pigmented and I just want a sheer veil. My understanding is that this is very, very sheer, but just for interest, we're going to go in with this first. There's definitely powder here, and I shall take some of that off. It is a little sheer. And let's just see what happens. Well, I see it. Okay. I do see it. There's a big blob of it right here, so I'm just going to work on this. So it's not as sheer as I thought it might be from the videos that I've already seen from people in Europe who have had this for a while, which just goes to show you, it really matters who you're listening to, because now that I think of it, the one video I think where she said it's very, very sheer was Charlotte Holcroft, who really likes to go very strongly with her bronzer. Look at this. Okay, I'm just going to clean that brush off. And how are we going to fix this? I'm going to go in with this Kosas powder. And there we go. Erase a little bit. Did that work? It seemed like it worked. I could use a little powder right here. I think there's still a little bit of a blob of color right here, but that helped a lot. And that's the color. I don't think it's too warm. And this color, which I thought was cooler, I mean, this color seems better for me than this color does, but I don't know. I'm just going to go over with a beauty blender to kind of fix this blob. So right away, I recognize that there's a problem with application. I'm going to pick up just a little bit more to get a little on top of the cheeks. I know, I live dangerously to put it on top of the cheeks. But I just went into the bathroom where the light is a little bit different. And I think I like this color better, which is so strange over this color. So this is the powder, and this is the cream. Let me know down below which one you prefer. And now I'm going to go the opposite direction, and I'm just going to pick this up and kind of add to this. So this will be setting the bronzer. I'm getting tanner by the minute. I'm still trying to pull that powder down that deposited up here. I really don't think it's a powder issue. I think it's a me issue. And also it's a little bit warm today, so my skin might be the teeniest bit wet. I haven't powdered it before I went on with these products. So this is both of the products. I seriously need to do a running count of how many times in every video I drop something. Beauty blender on the floor, not so good if you have a dog. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this. And I have learned my lesson, so I'm doing both sides and the tip. And here's my lesson, you guys. Take some off. Let's go ham on the neck and see what happens. Huh. Okay. Just consider this. I am, one, I'm not sure what you're seeing in the camera, but what I'm seeing in real life, I look like I have a tan. I do see some yellowness, but I don't have any blush on at all. And I think blush is very important for me personally when I go for a bronzed look. So I'm going to pick up something. So I'm going to go in with Azalea, and this is the Rose Ink blush, and I'm going to wipe off my beauty blender. Probably has 14 pounds of fur in it, but it's damp and it's here. And this is how I like to do this one, because it's super pigmented on the hand, or I don't have room on the hand, so I'll put it here, spread it out evenly, and pick it up with a beauty blender. And definitely got some up here. Little here, not too much. and a little here, because I do get pink up here when I get some sun. And then take the end, the side where there's nothing, just to make sure we're blended, and anything left over the nose, right on the bridge. Right? I'm beginning to look tan. I feel that my eyes are a little naked. I'm just going to pick up the 01 brush from Refer, and for me, when I get color from the sun, I definitely get on the hood area, but I'm going to kind of put it all over the eye to give me a little bit of shape. This is such an easy look to use your bronzer this way, but I definitely need to put some pink in there for sure. There's some kind of magic between the Say Chili and the Azalea. I don't know what it is, but it's undeniable. Going to take a little off like so. And a little on the tops of the cheeks because I'm cheeky and that's where I get color. And the Beauty Blender one more time. A little on the cheek, a little on the chin, and just take the tip, pick up a little bit, really gently, and then the fat part, the butt. I think I look like I've been in the sun. So let me put on mascara, do some brows, do some lips, take my hair down, and I will tell you what my thoughts are. And voila. So here we have it, hair down, and you know, there's one thing I really like about this azalea color, because this is not my favorite formulation. It's very, very creamy, but I love this color on the lips. I don't think I have anything like it. I'm feeling like I've been in the sun. I feel like I've been in the sun, not too much, but definitely been in the sun, and was kissed by it. It gave me a lovely kiss. It looks so lovely and natural, and it wasn't, of course, just these. It was the blush that I put on over it to really give it that look. For me, everybody's a little bit different how they get sun and what their skin tone is, but for me, that's it. So what do I think of this powder? This is not the sheer powder that I heard people in Europe saying, as evidenced by this kind of splotch. I think I worked it out, but yeah, I used a squirrel brush, and squirrel is very soft. It doesn't pick up a lot, and it doesn't deposit a lot, and then I took it off on my arm, and yet I got some stuff going on. So not what I was expecting, and what I also wasn't expecting was that it works for me, because again, I cleaned my hand, but this is kind of warm. And there she is. It's funny, now I feel like I'm seeing a Sheen, which I didn't see before. You guys, I am editing. It is several hours later, and I realized something. This, I said at one point, I thought this might have Sheen to it, and then I took a better look, and it's like, no, it doesn't have a Sheen. But I looked at my hand, because I still had a swatch in my hand. And indeed, this powder has a little bit of a sheen on it. It's a very lovely, pretty sheen, but worth noting. So this one does not, but it is a cream, so it's very likely to leave a little bit of a natural skin finish, and this one has very, very, very pretty. I'm just going to get a swatch going here. So here's the swatch. It's fairly big, and I'm hopeful that if I move my hand a bit, you could see this very subtle, beautiful, healthy sheen. And now back to the rest of the video. Sometimes you're surprised when you put it on your face. And then this, which is very soft, really, really soft. Again, I'm surprised. That seems like it would be a better tone for me. And just looking on my monitor, I think, wow, this is way, way, way too warm. But I feel it really, really works. I'm really, really loving this. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If you think that this is giving me that look that I think it's giving me, but for me, it's check, 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 check. Both are winners, and I have to tell you, I am surprised. I came down here thinking I'm probably going to have to return these, but I don't want to. Now I am curious to see how this might apply with a brush, so I'm going to take this brush, which is a goat, and we're just going to put it on the arm because I think I'm dark enough. So that works as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this again, different application with that brush, but I think Beauty Blender or brush, either will work out for you, yay, and I think I really, truly, truly look. I mean, if I didn't have mascara on, to me it would absolutely look like I'm at the beach. And oops, I'm not wearing a hat and I don't have an umbrella. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, you guys. I hope it was helpful to you, and I always hope you come back again. Also, I'm on Instagram at _hooded_lid. I don't post all the time. I go through periods where I'm posting a lot and then I kind of forget. But I'd love to see you there, and I always love to see you here. Until we meet again, I am wishing you good health.